It's interesting. There's been a lot of talk over the years about how you want to eliminate all the ums and uhs and ahs and all these ways in which we interrupt ourselves and steal our own authority. And that's real. Like I think that we can actually steal our authority if our interrupters, our sounds, are a certain kind of sound that seems to signal to the room that we don't really know what we're talking about, that we're not really sure of what we're saying. But then there are these sounds that are the same sounds, the same ums and the same uhs or ers, and those sounds somehow give people a sense of authority. Like I've seen very authoritative people go, and they didn't lose their authority. Nobody was saying that they didn't have confidence. And I think a lot of it has to do with the way in which we hold that space. So think about the feeling you have inside. If you start to feel anxious that you're going to be interrupted, that you're not making your point clear, that you are saying things that might not be resonating well, you may notice that you start going short staccato, these they almost pop up. And those sounds are sounds of us trying to think of it as like the record needle, for those of you who remember record needles, like trying to get the record, like trying to get it back on the right track. Like it would just, and when we hold the sound, when we're like, let me think about that, or these long sounds, we get to hold the space. We're telling everybody, I'm still thinking, I'm still talking, and I'm holding the space. Try not to think of this so much as like a formula, but more like a way of experimentation. If you notice yourself giving lots of staccato, quick, and you feel yourself losing your influence, your presence, try drawing it out. Sounds are really good for authority, for connection, for warmth. They're not a problem. But the way that we bring sounds into the room sometimes, the way that we sort of disorient people with our uhs and ers and ums and you knows and likes and all the stuff that are coming in almost unconsciously, those are the ones we have to pay attention to, because they steal our presence, they steal our ability to have authority, and they confuse the audience, especially if we're up here trying to explain something to them. So again, listen to it. Notice if it's short, staccato, if it comes from a place of fear or concern or anxiety, and if you're doing it and it's causing some confusion, slow it down. Either eliminate them for a little while and see if that changes it, or if you can't eliminate them, stretch them out. Let me think about that. Yeah, that's a good point. Like this idea of trying to create a little bit of spaciousness and see if that makes a difference. I'm Seth Rigoletti. I'm a leadership coach. Please check me out at sethrigoletti.com.